There are seasons in life when nothing seems to matter. Moments when the colors of the world fade into gray. When the things you used to care about no longer move you. Dreams feel distant, goals feel pointless, and you wake up wondering, why even try? But here's the truth, when nothing seems to matter, it isn't a sign of weakness. It isn't a failure. It's a quiet invitation from life itself. A gentle nudge not to look outward for validation, but to pause, turn inward, and listen. The Buddha once said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. When the outer world starts to lose its color and flavor, maybe it's not the world that's changed. Perhaps it's your soul asking you to pause. To stop chasing. To stop forcing. To stop distracting yourself with more. And instead, to listen. In today's video, we're going to explore together how to stay motivated when nothing seems to matter. But not through the cliches of toxic positivity, or by forcing yourself to plaster a smile over your sadness. Not by pretending to be okay when you're not, but by gently reconnecting to a deeper, steadier source of strength, one rooted in presence, acceptance, and small, mindful, honest steps forward. So take a breath, settle in. This isn't a video to hype you up for a quick fix. This is an offering, a quiet reminder that even in your emptiest seasons, you are not lost, and you are never alone. When nothing seems to matter, our first instinct is to resist it. We tell ourselves, I shouldn't feel this way. What's wrong with me? But Buddhist wisdom reminds us, this isn't a problem to fix. It's a space to enter. Emptiness isn't the absence of meaning. It's the place where new meaning quietly begins to bloom. Emptiness is not the absence of life. It's the space where new life begins. It's the pause before the inhale. It's the moment when the waves recede before gathering strength to rise again. In the space where ego dissolves, clarity quietly begins. So instead of asking, how do I get rid of this emptiness? Try asking, what is this emptiness here to teach me? Let yourself sit with it. Don't rush to fill it. Don't numb it with distractions. Close your eyes. Breathe into it. Notice how it feels in your body. Is it heavy in your chest? A dull ache in your stomach? A restless emptiness in your hands? Don't judge it. Just observe. Sometimes, the motivation we crave doesn't arrive by doing more, but by simply being with what is. When your world feels directionless, you don't need to search for a grand mission. You don't need to write a bestseller, or start a new business, or solve all your problems at once. Sometimes, all you need is to take the next small, honest step. There's an old Zen story of a monk who would sweep the temple courtyard every morning. Even on days when no one was watching. When the wind scattered leaves faster than he could clear them. When asked why he kept doing it, the monk simply smiled and said, I sweep to sweep, not for praise, not for perfection, not for recognition, just to be here. And in that simplicity, purpose is quietly reborn. Sometimes, our motivation is reignited not by chasing big goals, but through the smallest, tender acts. Washing a dish, watering a plant, tidying your room, helping a stranger without expecting a thank you, tending to your space, lighting a candle and sitting in silence for 5 minutes. Meaning isn't always found in grand moments. More often, it's rediscovered in the humble, repetitive rituals of daily life. One of the greatest sources of modern suffering is the belief that we must always feel inspired. That to be successful, we must be constantly driven, passionate, overflowing with enthusiasm. But the truth is, motivation doesn't always come from feeling good. In fact, it rarely does. True motivation is built from commitment. From showing up even when you don't feel like it. From staying with your breath when your mind tells you to run. From choosing peace in the middle of noise. Buddhist teaching reminds us that attachment is the root of suffering. And if you're attached to the idea that life should always feel meaningful and exciting, then the moment you feel lost or numb, you'll think you've failed. But you haven't failed. You're simply human. And part of being human is moving through seasons. Some filled with warmth and light. Some clouded by fog and uncertainty. You don't have to feel good to move forward. You just have to move. Gently, honestly, one breath, one mindful step at a time. We often delay action, waiting for the right feeling to arrive. We say, "I'll write when I feel inspired. I'll start when I'm motivated. I'll be kind when I'm in a better mood." But Buddhist wisdom teaches us the art of non-attachment to outcomes. You have the right to work, to act, to show up, but not to control the fruit of your work. The outcome isn't yours to hold. So don't wait to feel good. Don't wait for lightning to strike. Choose one small, sacred act, and do it. Write for 5 minutes. Sit in silence. Go for a short walk. Stretch. Make your bed. Let the ritual become the reward. Let the simple act of showing up be enough. Over time, these quiet practices rebuild something precious, trust. And trust is the foundation for motivation that endures through seasons of doubt, grief, and emptiness. And remember, you're not alone. Even monks, spiritual seekers, and wise teachers have stumbled through their own fog. Periods of exhaustion, doubt, confusion, emptiness. The lotus, Buddhism's most sacred symbol, only blooms in muddy waters. The mud is part of the process. Your current struggle isn't the end of your story. It's a chapter. And sometimes, the most courageous thing you can do isn't to sprint forward or figure it all out, but to simply stay. Stay with yourself. Stay with the moment. Stay with your breath. Because meaning isn't a treasure you find once and keep forever. It's something you build, piece by piece, moment by moment, through compassion, through presence, through choosing not to abandon yourself, even when the world feels empty. If today you're feeling lost, don't rush to fix it. Don't drown it out with noise. Don't scroll endlessly hoping to forget. Slow down, breathe, return to the smallest act of care. And let that be enough. For now, because one mindful step is enough. One gentle breath is enough. One honest moment of presence is enough. And with time, those small moments will gather, like droplets forming a river, and carry you back home to yourself. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message brought you even a little peace, a quiet sense of understanding, or a reminder that you're not alone, consider subscribing to Daily Dharma Wisdom. Like this video, share it with someone who might be quietly struggling, and let's keep growing this beautiful circle of mindful hearts. And if you're walking through emptiness right now and still choosing to take one small step forward, drop a comment below saying, "One step at a time," because you are stronger than you feel. And you're exactly where you need to be. Stay mindful, stay grounded, stay kind, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.